Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood. You're watching The Political Vigilante. So we've been in the lockdown here we're going on 3 months now. It's now July. And I want to talk about, I've been asked, like, do I have any sort of like self-care routines? And I do. I live alone and I'm not dating anybody. So there's not a lot of physical contact happening in my life. But how do I keep from like going nuts? First of all, I don't drink or smoke. I'm completely sober, don't do any drugs of any kind. And I try to eat super healthy. I eat vegan and gluten-free, although I had a doctor's exam recently, a couple months ago, and it said I need to have a little more fish in my diet. So I guess technically I'm a pescatarian, but I don't eat dairy or eggs. And so I wake up in the morning. Here's what I do. First of all, when I go to bed at night, I turn my phone off. I don't have my phone on, so I cannot get disturbed. I try, and I'm not always great at this, but I try to stop looking at any screens like social media or a computer for an hour or so before I go to bed. Now, maybe I'll watch a movie or something like that, but these types of screens can kind of like, and watching social media can kind of keep your brain spinning. Some studies have shown. So when I go to sleep, I turn my phone off, and I try to get as good a sleep as I can. And sometimes I'll take like some CBD oil. If you go to cbdnaturals.com and use coupon code Gotham, you save 30% off. Quick ad read in the middle of this. RareNaturalsCBD.com. RareNaturalsCBD.com. Coupon code Gotham. You save 30%. Helps with relaxation. Helps you sleep. It's good. There's no THC in it. So sometimes I'll do that at night to help me sleep. And then when I wake up in the morning, I do not turn my phone on until I have a little roof deck in my apartment. And I go up there early and I meditate. And I read just some sort of like mantra, self-help type. One's a Deepak Chopra book, and another's like a I don't know what you call it book, but and I kind of meditate, and it's you're most creative in the morning, and then I come down and I make typically green tea or something. I have really nice loose leaf tea, and I have a breakfast, and I start I'll do a little writing. And then I turn my phone on. So there's a good 45 minutes to an hour before I turn my phone on and look at the internet or social media. So I don't just wake out of bed and I really would say don't do that. And then I write, and then I start planning my day. And I'm very big on lists of what to get done today. And doing this show, I live stream 5 days a week, and there's 3 clips a day that drop. So I do a lot of that. I write out what my day is, and then I start my day, and then I usually start doing whatever work needs to get done. And then I always take time out because I usually go live in like late afternoon, early evening. So then I usually take some time out during the day, especially during this quarantine, and make sure I get outside. I've done this the entire quarantine, weather permitting, of just getting outside, getting some sun, getting some fresh air. And I wear a mask and all that. And I'll either go on a bike ride. Sometimes I'll ride my bike to like a park and do yoga outside. And I have some yoga classes that are like on some free yoga classes on websites. And I just put them on my phone and I do yoga in the park. And then I have a P.O. box that if you go to grahamelwood.com, you can donate stuff. So I get stuff in the P.O. box, and sometimes I'm mailing orders that people buy from my website, grahamelwood.com. And so I get outside every day, and I ride my bike, and I get fresh air, and I get some vitamin D from the sun, because there's been 3 different studies that say vitamin D helps with COVID-19. And I also take multivitamin every day. I take zinc. I take echinacea and elderberry every day. And then whatever my workout is, and sometimes I go surfing too, surfing is fantastic, because the only time I'm using my phone is when I'm doing a yoga class. Otherwise, I don't listen to music when I ride my bike. I like to just be out in nature, and surfing is great because there's no computer, no nothing, no Wi-Fi. It's just you and your board. and the waves and the other surfers, and it's great. And all the swimming pools are closed because I usually swim laps too, so that's closed. So I like being in the water. I like being in nature. Is like huge for stress relief, because doing this show sometimes can be stressful because we cover a lot of stressful subjects. So, and then when I come back from whatever sort of exercise, I have typically a vegan smoothie, unsweetened almond milk, frozen organic fruit, usually a banana, maybe strawberries or blueberries, unsweetened organic peanut butter, frozen greens, and by greens I mean like spinach, kale, chard, spirulina, and then with a scoop of vegan protein powder. And then I usually then do that, and then I go into my day and I prepare for the show for that night. And then depending on when the show gets done, I usually then go back to the beach and I watch the sunset at night when I can. And even if you're like, don't live near the water or whatever, just be out in nature. Nature is huge, man. Even if you live in a big city, go to a park, and you got to be in nature. And don't go in nature and look on your phone. Unplug. And then I've really started to committing to trying to take like 2 days off a week. And in those 2 days, I don't look at social media. And I broke that last weekend, and I was like, in some rabbit hole about, Epstein and all. I was like, oh God, which I've done a lot of videos, and I will continue to do videos on that, but I can't be thinking about that 24/7. It's just not good. It's not healthy. And then I'll come home and watch dinner, and then like maybe I'll read, or I'll watch a movie. And I've even been trying to watch movies that are just more positive and uplifting. I used to like watching the gritty crime drama. No, I don't want to watch any more violence. I don't want to watch any war. I just don't want to watch it, man. So I've been watching just some silly romantic comedies, just nuts. And I make sure I call friends throughout the day. Because I can get really isolated living alone. And phone calls with friends or video calls with some friends. I set up like video, and there's some like business video meetings I have, which is good, but I try to interact with people so I'm not just alone all day, because this quarantine has been pretty isolating, And if you live with people, you've got spouses and kids or whatever, then make sure you go get time alone for yourself. If you live alone, make sure you have time interacting with friends, even if it means going to a park, getting takeout lunch and sitting 6 feet apart and talking. It's important. It's important to do. So those are all the things that I've done. I mean, it's sort of part of my lifestyle was that healthy anyway, but I had to really focus on it during this quarantine because I started going live 5 nights a week doing the show, which is great, and I'm grateful I have this. So that's what I've done to take care of myself. Got to eat healthy, got to get sleep. You got to interact with human beings. You got to laugh. You got to take breaks. Because if all I did was this show and research articles, and I would have crashed. I would have crashed and burned in May. I mean, I wouldn't have made it through the second month, man. Gravitate to positive people, and I watch the news just a little bit just to get information, but when they start spinning out of control, I just go no, and I'll watch it to see what ridiculous stuff to maybe talk about for this show. But I got to make sure I'm laughing every day. I got to make sure I'm talking to people every day. And then times I felt sad, I cry, I let it out. Don't hold it in, let it out, man. If it's appropriate for you to do so in your circumstances. But those are the things I do for self-care. That's really how I've been dealing with this 3 months, and it's going to keep going. They're closing all the beaches in California over 4th of July weekend. So eat healthy, get sleep, laugh, talk to friends, get time for yourself if you're around too many people, and make time to meet with other people if you're isolating a lot, and try to find positive stuff to watch, read, all that stuff. Because I'm reading more and more about how movies and Hollywood and the CIA have been trying to just overwhelm us with all these violent, horrible images and just desensitize us to all this stuff. And so I don't want to do that. So find some joy out there, find some love, find some art, find some music, listen to fun, good music, all that stuff. Since we can't go to museums, we can't do all these things, we got to find other ways to do it. So that's what I've been doing. I hope this helps in some way. And if any of you have any great suggestions of what you've done for self-care, please put it in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom. Hey, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button and the subscribe button, even if you've done it before, because they're unsubscribing, many of you, every day. Watch the ads all the way through. If you click skip ad, I don't get paid. Also, support us at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. Rockfin.com is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. All my videos are on Rockfin ad-free. Thanks for watching.